How's camp going for you so far?
It's going great. Being out there with the guys, competing, learning the offense, it's been a great time.
Challenging was it to be on the sideline, missing out on some practices?
It was a lot, but kind of just keeping mental reps, staying mentally engaged so I know my job, and when my opportunity comes, I just capitalize off of it.
Defensive backs, as I'm sure you can attest, are very hands-on, gritty. How have you kind of handled that, just the close coverage and things like that?
Yeah, just using speed and physicality just to create separation at the top of the route and also during the whole route running,
Is that something that you feel like you came in with, just being able to use your hands and create separation and things like that?
Yeah, I've always been very confident in it. Obviously, it's a different level versus college, but kind of just keeping all those tools and just working on it and just becoming better and better every day.
Is that sort of an SEC, you've played in different conferences, is that something that the SEC had more than other conferences that you played in?
Yeah, I mean, there was competition all around. I wouldn't really say that the SEC would have had more, you know what I mean? It's kind of just better athletes, better players, you know what I mean? So it kind of just rose to the occasion.
De'Zhaun, is it easier for you to adapt to the NFL since you did play at Ole Miss and Oak State and you played in different systems?
Yeah, just kind of having the mindset to learn different things, be able to come in and listen, ask questions, take a lot of notes, just to have a better understanding as the offense.
What do you learn from a guy like Debo, like Mike Evans? What do you learn from those guys?
Route running, physicality, the way that they could manipulate routes and the corners in their routes, just getting open, creating separation, having strong hands at the catch point.
How's your rapport coming along with Brock?
Very good. He's a very talented guy. Just trying to be there for him. Asking questions. What can I do better, just to be the best receiver I can be.
Did you get out of going to Nashville with him and Jordan Watkins?
It was a fun trip, fun business trip, but also kind of just getting to know everybody better, playing golf with everybody, throwing a lot of routes. Just creating a tighter bond.
Extra credit.
Brock's trust. How do you think you're earning Brock's trust? Like, what's an example?
By getting open and catching the ball, just being a reliable source for him. That's kind of the main thing. That's all I can do on my part. Just get open, catch the ball, and when it comes to me, catch it and score.
You are reliable. How does that feel coming from the franchise quarterback that speaks so highly of you?
It feels good, but it always be better, so kind of just competing every day, not stopping at that point, just trying to be better and better.
It seems like Mike Evans is very generous with his knowledge, like with the defensive backs. They've talked about how they've learned from him. Is he also the same way in your room? For sure. Talking, giving coaching points, just kind of helping me. I can be better at this level or that level, just seeing things that I don't see. Is there anything in particular that he's spoken to you about over the last few days? Just
being physical at the catch point, being physical at the top, using my body, using my speed also.
Speaking of coaching points, Kyle Shanahan, one of his, whenever somebody new's here, they get amazed by how Kyle can dissect things on film and stuff. What was that like in spring, and then how has that changed, I guess, in this training camp, because it's so unusual where he has to not be as involved as he's getting back to full health?
I mean, it's been great. I feel like the way that we do things at a high level, and all the assistants and the coaches kind of have a complete understanding of what we're doing. So it's been really, really good.
Because there's different wide receiver positions, they want you to know every spot. Do you try to master one first and then move on to the others? How does that work for somebody coming in playing wide receiver in the system?
I feel like for me, it's kind of easier knowing the whole picture versus just knowing one spot. As soon as I know the whole picture, the whole concept, the whole plays, it's easier to learn different positions in that, because I can understand the concepts and what we're actually doing.
Mac Jones was in here the other day, and he was talking about how when he's throwing the ball to you, a lot of young players will slow down as the ball is approaching, but you still have that same acceleration going through the catch. Is that something that you have always done through college, or is it just building trust with your quarterbacks?
It's just been repping it, working on it, being confident, knowing that I can still run full speed and also track the ball in the air. It's just really a confidence thing and also just a rep thing, so I'm comfortable with it.
College to the pro. I mean, obviously, we're still in the practice stage, and got a game coming up soon here. But what's been the easiest part of your transition, and what's been the most difficult part of your transition?
I wouldn't really say nothing's been easy. Just kind of adapting to how everything is up here. Just the tempo of everything. Nothing has been too hard for me, but I also feel like just the play speed level, kind of just timing the snap, being able to jump off the ball full speed and get into my route. It's definitely different from college and just clapping, or just, having like a silent count versus having an actual cadence.
You're used to playing in front of big crowds of the SEC, and your first game in the NFL is coming up this Thursday. What are you most excited for, and is it a different mindset going into it?
No, for me, ball is ball. I'm going to go out there, do my job, do what I do. I'm excited to be out there and experience it all, but it's not going to stop me from doing what I do and catching the ball.
Have you not had a welcome to the NFL moment yet? Has it just been standard?
Yeah, not yet. It's going to be coming soon, though, I'm pretty sure.
What is it like going up against De'Zhaun Lenore? Is he also generous with his knowledge and after you go through a rep with him?
Yeah, he's a savvy guy. He plays really, really well, the way he can move and stay over top. He's a very good player. So me going against him every day is just building competition and building better reps.
You and Chambliss had a lot of momentum going at the end of last year. How long does it take for you to build that rapport with Jones, with Purdy, with a new quarterback that you had a year ago with Trinidad?
Yeah, you can't really put a time limit on it. It's really just reps and just trust. Just knowing each other, knowing what he wants and what I want. And how we can make that both happen and get on the same page. So there's not really like a time limit with it. It's just reps and just being comfortable.
Stout was saying that he thought you used your hands very well in creating separation. Is that hands per se? Is that sort of arm length and kind of keeping a defensive back, away from your body? I mean, what are you doing to sort of create that separation?
Yeah, just trying to get on an edge, burst him, and then ultimately just push off with my body. I'm a bigger body guy, so just keeping my body in front of him and in front of the ball, and using my long arms to reach out and catch the ball. So just having that kind of physicality at the top of the route, creates a lot of separation and makes everything much easier.
Does that surprise you when you look at him at his size and then how he plays?
I mean, he plays like he's 6'5". I mean, he's kind of small, but he plays unbelievable effort. Very strong guy, very good cover skills also.
I think it's just kind of day by day, or have you set expectations for yourself for what you want out of your rookie year?
Yeah, for sure. It's just day by day, just trying to be the best person I can be today. And when tomorrow comes, trying to be the best person I can be tomorrow. Just kind of not looking too far ahead, but also not just looking at my feet, right? Kind of just envisioning everything, taking it day by day and just being the best I can be.
Is that something that you've always kind of, has always been your personality, or is that something that's once you got to the league, you're just kind of taking it slow, taking it day by day?
No, it's kind of always been my mindset, just kind of being in the moment, maximizing the moment, living up to the moment instead of kind of looking the future, and just missing small things that I could have capitalized on in the moment.
Sometimes receivers like to look at receivers that are similar and study them a little bit. Is there a receiver, whether it be in college or here, that you like to watch and you say, hey, that guy's got a little bit of what I got?
A little bit. When I was in college, I watched a lot of Puka's tape, just because of what he did and his physicality as a route runner and catching the ball, scoring touchdowns. But I learned a lot from the guys mostly in my room. Ricky, Mike, Debo, Christian Kirk. So kind of just learning off of them. D-Rob. They all do a lot of great things. So kind of just stealing things from them, trying it out myself, and seeing if it works or not.
Some of the guys on defense for feedback, some of the vets like Fred, Demo, some feedback on how you've been doing against them?
Yeah, we talk a lot just in the sense of what were you seeing on this route? Did I sell this enough, or did you bite on this because of this? Just kind of getting feedback so I can learn as a player also of what I'm doing right or wrong.